After releasing exclusively on Xbox last December, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle made its way to the PS5 on April 17th, making it the second AAA title that Uncle Phil has graciously gifted the PlayStation community. So to properly honour Microsoft, I thought there was no better way than to earn Sony's most sacred reward and obtain the game's Platinum Trophy. With absolutely stunning visuals, hilarious fight sequences, and classic indie humour, this game was non-stop fun. Now before we jump in, this video will contain spoilers for the entire game, and if like me your attention span has rotted away thanks to a very unhealthy TikTok habit, I've included a handy little brain rot bar whenever it's time for a major story or lore dump. The opening level is identical to the first movie. We take the Golden Idol, the temple begins to collapse, Dr. Octavius betrays us, we barely slide under the closing door, and the Doc gets a new neck piercing.
Adios, Vito.
Indy attempts to beat my high score on Temple Run before we're quickly off the mark and earn our first trophy. Turns out Indy was just dreaming about the good old days after he and his buddy Marcus had passed out from drinking. He awakes to find an intruder has broken into the college, and after following the trail of destruction, we're in for a giant surprise.
Can't sleep here.
Turns out that he just wanted to help Indy get back to sleep and have a good night's rest. In the morning, and after the game calls me out for my lack of flag knowledge...
Terracotta. Likely Babylonian out of Iraq.
This is Iraq.
No, this isn't right.
We discover what he'd come here to find.
He took the cat mummy, Marcus.
While investigating the corridors, we spot a conveniently placed pendant, perfectly intact, dangling from the window that he'd escaped through. Marcus recognizes the markings on the pendant, which have something to do with the Vatican. Despite it being the middle of the term and having no PTO, Indy begins packing for Italy. During the flight, Indy contacts his friend Antonio, a cleric within the Vatican who plans to meet us when we arrive. We touch down and head to Castel St. Angelo, where we knock out a guard who was just about to clock off his shift. Oh my god, I've got fists. The combat is primarily melee focused, with plenty of items scattered around that you can pick up and use as weapons. Come here, you. Oi, oi. After knocking half of Italy unconscious, we find our first adventure book. These let you unlock skills using points earned from collectibles and completing missions. We then go on a spree of earning a few combat trophies, like disarming an enemy with a whip and using their own weapon against them, cracking an enemy in the head with an apple, and continuing to develop my career in the musical arts. With those handful of trophies earned, we finally meet with Antonio.
Indy, is that you?
Antonio.
He informs us that Father Ventura, a Mussolini loyalist, has taken control of the Vatican due to the Pope's recent illness. Yeah, poor timing from Sony on that one. After Antonio gets his early morning boogie on, he confirms that the pendant is from the secret archive, and mentions of a similar symbol downstairs in the library. As for the giants, the only mention in the Vatican records is from the 16th century, written by Father Crescenzo.
Father Crescenzo was known mainly for one thing: star-craving, brain-sick madness.
He then picks out some spare clothes, and we learn about disguises, allowing us to blend into certain areas. As we're about to leave, Father Ventura appears out of nowhere and disapproves of our arrival.
He's a jolly fellow.
Yes. Good luck, Indy.
We use the pendant in the library to reveal a hidden passage and discover a very dead Father Crescenzo, clutching a map scribbled with the notes about ancient inscriptions scattered across the Vatican. Antonio sends us to buy a camera from Ernesto at the post office so we can decipher them in his study without raising suspicion. We're now free to explore the Vatican and immediately take a wrong turn and end up in a restricted area.
This might be a bad idea.
Without the appropriate disguise, things don't go so well. Oh, we're in trouble. Oh god. After getting beaten within an inch of our life, we heal up with the local delicacy and snag another trophy. Before getting caught, we managed to uncover the first of 11 fieldwork assignments, each with their own trophy. We then sneak our way into the post office and find another for Sister Catherine, wanting Antonio to deliver Crescenzo's diary. Speaking with Ernesto, we learn that he isn't too fond of Antonio, and as a result, we experience the definition of daylight robbery.
I assure you, it is more than fair.
How much is that? 400 euros! That's like 20 grand! What's it for, taking a picture of the biggest criminal in Italy? With the camera acquired, we can now begin our sightseeing adventure. While searching for the inscriptions for Antonio, I capture the beauty of the courtyard and earn a trophy for adding 50 entries to our journal. Back at Antonio's place, we try to pick up the diary for Sister Catherine, but to no surprise, Father Ventura's already confiscated it, along with a bunch of other stuff. Luckily for us, Antonio knows where the Vatican stores the confiscated items and hands us a key to the sewers. This allows us access to a shortcut, which after climbing through literal crap, we emerge in the Apostolic Palace. After retrieving the diary, we learn that Crescenzo has discovered something beneath the Vatican that they would prefer to be kept a secret. We return the diary to Sister Catherine in the Sistine Chapel of all places. However, Father Ventura has been keeping a watchful eye.
Father Gallagher. My eyes see everything, Father, and I'm not merciful. Dai nemici mi guardo io, dagli amici mi guardi Dio.
Amen. Book delivered.
Onto the fieldwork that we found in the restricted section, and we meet a fellow archaeologist.
Professor Aldrich Savage, archaeologist.
Ah, a real pleasure.
That bloody Ventura and his black shirts. They've kidnapped my dear apprentice, Sidney. We'd found a stone fragment. A piece of a Roman tomb, I think.
Let me see if I can get him back for you. Huh?
Oh, thank you, Father.
On the way to rescue Sydney, I decide to rewrite history and become the first member of Faze clan. After the rescue, Sydney doesn't have the tablet, but tells us a man named Giuseppe has it and is still at the dig site. So we head there to find him and earn a few trophies in the process. Offensive defense. Knock out an enemy only using counters. Sure.
Good, there's more of you.
Adios, pal. Oh, a little tumble as well. These trophies are flying in. Oh, a sledgehammer. Oh my god. Oh my god! Jesus. Confronting Giuseppe, we learn that all the artifacts are stored in the cellar. He then decides to join his buddies, and we snag the key from around his neck. Inside, we find the fragment and infer that it was part of St. Peter's tomb, and that it references the Great Circle. We return the fragment to the professor and complete the fieldwork, earning another trophy in the process.
You should have become an archaeologist, Father.
With the side quests on pause, we head back to Antonio with the photos of the inscriptions and get to work on deciphering them.
The architect of the crusade that did not happen. The door of the fallen angel lies beneath his monument.
After the fall of Constantinople, Pope Nicholas V tried to declare a crusade on the Ottomans, but
It didn't happen. Nicholas V, his tower. That's his monument. 5 sacred wounds from where Jesus shed blood. I'm gonna need some blood.
blood of Christ. Nel nome del Padre, Figlio, Spirito Santo.
Oh man.
With knowledge of a secret tomb beneath Nicholas V's tower, we head there to begin unraveling the mysteries with the assistance of our Lord and Saviour. That is incredibly thick wine. After cracking the puzzle, we uncover the tomb of a giant. Opening it, however, causes part of the chamber to collapse, but conveniently we still manage to retrieve the map from inside.
Fountain of confession. Entrance to the sacred monastery of the Nephilim Order.
Now, I'm no expert on 1930s health and safety by any means, but I'm pretty sure this guy hasn't passed his bulldozer license, especially as he crashes it through the roof of the chamber. However, this does give us a way to climb back up to the surface, where we encounter a suspicious looking nun. Whilst on her tail, we manage to snap a trophy for taking our 50th photograph. We then confront her on the balcony, but before we can get any answers, a Zeppelin flies into the scene. Looking through her binoculars, we spot the leader of the fascists' occult research program, meeting with Father Ventura and an unknown man.
What the hell are you doing here? That's Emmerich Voss, German archaeologist.
We learn the nun is actually a journalist named Gina Lombardi, who is searching for her missing sister Laura. Coincidentally, Laura is the world's leading expert on ancient languages, and Gina believes Voss is involved in her disappearance. We tell her about our search for the cat mummy and agree to trade information if either of us makes any progress. Thanks to Gina unlocking the area, we finally obtain the black shirt disguise, which not only allows us into restricted areas, but also grants us access to the fighting pits. We'll need to complete all 3 fighting pits in the main locations of the game for the trophy Tour de Force. Oh, okay. He messes me up. Jesus Christ, I got cleaned out. Jesus, he rocked me. Oh my god, absolutely obliterated me. After being slapped around like a wet fish, I tried to find an advantage by purchasing some skills, which just so happens to earn us the trophy for purchasing our 10th one. Get out of here, you little punk. Unfortunately, these skills didn't help as much in the final round, so I decided to come back later. Okay. Passing through the Sistine Chapel, we run into Gina once more. She explained that she asked her Vatican contact to dig up any dirt they have on us and to meet her in the museum. However, it's now on lockdown, so naturally she fears the worst. As we're about to leave with her, our cover is blown when one of the guards sees through our disguise.
So you are the American priest that Padre Ventura was talking about. I love America. Please, come to confess me.
He forces us to take his confession, which is one of the most outrageous things that I've ever heard.
I had an affair with my mother-in-law.
Oh, come
It's
on,
all right.
man. What you did?
Just say 3 Hail Marys.
No, Father, you don't understand. My wife is expecting a child, and I fear that.
What?
Yeah. Let me finish, please. I fear that my mother-in-law is with the child also.
Oh my god, what have
Christ,
you
what
done?
Wait. You are not a priest.
Sorry, pal, you kind of deserved it.
After sneaking our way into the museum tower, we earn a trophy for defeating an enemy with a fly swat, before reaching Gina's contact and easily dealing with the guard.
End of lesson.
Oh, I thought you were going to put up more of a fight than 3 hits.
I found this document from the Vatican secret agency authorizing a telomere. And this key will open a locked door in the tower. Maybe your cat is up there, huh?
Definitely explain.
We then use the key that she gave us to open a room with further information. Little doggy. And after figuring out the safe code, is that an A or is that an O? 5873? Yeah, it was an O. Let's go. We loot the contents for the final collectibles we need to find. Solve all mysteries in the Vatican City. Before heading to the Fountain of Confession, we return to Antonio one final time after photographing all 10 inscriptions, which concludes our Vatican checklist. At the fountain, we work with Gina to open the secret passage underneath the city, which essentially leads to the underworld. Are we in hell? What on earth is this? Oh, it's like Sen's Fortress. I hate this. To open the door ahead, we need to forge 2 keys, and to do that, we must complete 2 trials where it's basically a game of the floor is lava. Once both keys are forged, we can enter the secret monastery. Inside, we uncover more details about the giants and finally identify the one who attacked us.
Concerning the origin of the Nephilim order.
Nephilim? What's that?
Hebrew for giant. The tribe of giants swore loyalty to St. Peter during the founding of the Christian church to atone for their ancestral sin. Brother Locus received minimal injuries during retrieval. It appears in the form of a cat and has been placed in the treasury of esoteric artifacts.
Gina discovers a hidden passage behind a painting, which just so happens to lead to the treasury.
Give you the Vatican's treasury of esoteric artifacts.
At long last, Indy is reunited with his beloved cat mummy, but there's no time to celebrate as we're thrown straight into a rematch with Locus.
Come on, big guy!
Gonna throw a punch or what? Oh god. After knocking him out, we hear footsteps and drag him out of sight. Enter Father Ventura alongside Voss and the mysterious man from earlier. Oh, that was Mussolini they were meeting with. Ventura warns them not to touch anything, but Voss threatens to expose him for collaborating with the fascists. He then destroys the cat mummy to reveal a stone artifact, before his goons go to work on the rest. He explains to Mussolini that these are relics from the stone circle. Ventura claims that the church has been collecting these for centuries, but 4 of them are still missing. Voss seemingly knows exactly where they are, and he intends to uncover them in the coming weeks. We follow Voss to his Zeppelin and in typical Indy fashion make our way on board in the most life-threatening way possible. Once on board and nearly 15 hours into the game, we finally learn what the Great Circle actually is.
Throughout history, mankind has built sites of great spiritual significance. Siwa, Giza, Persepolis. If you were to draw a line through these ancient sites around the globe, you get a perfectly aligned circle.
The Great Circle.
Exactly.
The pair settle in for the night as the Zeppelin heads towards another spiritual site. As we land, Voss is greeted by Mr. H's favourite Aryan boy, Colonel Gantz, someone he clearly despises. We somehow manage to hitch a ride out of the heavily armoured fascist camp and jump out at a nearby village, where we meet Nawal, a historian and part-time spy. One of her agents uncovered secret experiment funding, and Laura's name was on the list. Nawal informs us that Voss has an office in the main camp that might hold some more clues. She'll attempt to get us some work permits, but it will take some time. She also reveals Voss believes one of the artifacts is hidden inside the lost idol of Ra. Her contact Omar then arrives with some bad news that the fascists have seized another stone stele. Steles were ancient stone documents, and Voss thinks that they contain the clues to the idol's location. Just like with Antonio in the Vatican, we now need to find 4 stone steles to keep the story moving. Out of nowhere, Gina seemingly knows how to wiretap fascist radio signals, and within seconds she intercepts news of a nearby Sphinx excavation, rumoured to be hiding something called the Sanctuary of the Guardians. However, in order to gain access, we need to grab a medallion from inside this camp. Unfortunately, our infiltration didn't go to plan, and we had to fight back the entire German army inside a gazebo. Oh my god, how many are there? Jesus Christ.
Sorry to rain on your parade.
I just killed every Nazi in existence. Oh, apart from that guy. Come here, bitch. On the plus side, we earn a trophy for eating this region's signature dish. Returning to the Sphinx, we use the medallion to open the door, and inside we're greeted with the puzzle that's simple enough to work out. Direct the beams of light to the 3 mirrors, and in turn unlock the golden mask. Gina picks this moment to get snarky, only to get a dose of karma when she triggers a trap that drops us into darkness. After solving a few more light puzzles and avoiding death by Scorpion, we find one of those stone steles and return to the surface, completing another fieldwork assignment and earning another trophy. Whilst trying to complete one of the mysteries, we bump into Omar, the guy from Nawal's tent. He gives us another fieldwork assignment: recover an artifact tied to something called the Queen Mother, recently unearthed by the fascists. As we make our way to the dig site, we find the chest that brought us here in the first place.
That's how it's done.
Oh, what the hell? Why was that in there? After making our way to the site, we bust down a wall to find a fascist that had got themselves trapped, which after the chest filled with dynamite was our last mystery to complete for the trophy Secrets in the Sand. Down in the tomb, the fascists were unable to solve this incredibly trivial puzzle, and we get first dibs on the treasure. We destroy yet another load-bearing wall to discover the Queen Mother's chamber, as well as our 4th stone stele. Oh, he dodged me. He's got spider senses. Okay, that's not fair. Yeah? How do you like it?
Serve it all comers.
Bitch. After fighting our way back to Omar, we complete the fieldwork and earn another trophy. With the 4 stele obtained, we return them to Nawal, who gets them smuggled to the Cairo Museum in exchange for our work permits. At the main camp, we sneak into the building above Voss's office and spy on him through the ceiling. On the table, we see the body of a giant, who Voss had come here to interrogate. However, in his impatience, Gantz had already killed him. Voss then mocks him for his incompetence, to which Gantz responds by pulling a gun on him. Before things can escalate further, the ceiling gives way and we crash straight into the room below. Whilst Gantz is unconscious under the rubble, Gina holds Voss at gunpoint as we begin to investigate the tattoos on the giant.
It resembles Egyptian hieroglyphs, but
Yes. Give me your expert opinion, Dr. Jones.
it's Adamic. According to legends, Adamic was the first language given to men by God. It must have been what your sister was researching.
Where is Laura?
You should be asking yourself, who is Laura?
Tell me where you've taken my sister.
You're assuming she didn't join my cause out of her own free volition. You are assuming she wants you to find her, when the only assumption you need to make is that she's happy where she is.
After Gina clocks him in the face, Gantz comes to, and we get to witness a classic Indy fight scene.
Take the gun!
Oof. What the hell was that jump? Oh! Believing that Voss had just saved his life, Gantz would now follow him with blind leadership. Indy comes to and clobbers them both with a chair before the sirens start blaring and we make a run for it. That's a lot of explosive barrels. Jesus Christ. We dart into the tunnel where Nawal is waiting, which he then proceeds to bring down behind us. She killed me. Thankfully everyone's okay, but we've been separated from Gina and must find another way out. While searching for an exit, we stumble into a room filled with hieroglyphs that seem to hint at our next destination.
It's the Nephilim Order. The Nephilim Order working with the ancient Egyptians. Thousands of years before the rise of the Christian church. It must be a reference to the Dream Stele.
This is what Voss has been looking for. How to unlock the Dream Stele.
Now I just need to pay a visit to the Sphinx.
Before heading to the Sphinx, we return to the camp to see that Gina has made it back safely. Noir also mentions that Professor Savage has been spotted in the village. Once again, he's been duped into helping the fascists and needs our help rescuing Sydney. We fight our way past some guards and discover that he's been sent down an unstable mineshaft. Rappelling down, we find him trapped, so we blow out the wall, brawl our way through some more enemies, and squeeze through a narrow gap to freedom. Back in the village, he reveals that he was hiding a stone stele, which coincidentally is the last one we need to find. We say our goodbyes before popping the trophy. Then we visit the smuggler to hand off all 10 steles, 100%ing the area and earning another trophy. With everything wrapped up, we head to the Sphinx to examine the Dream Stele, and after studying the symbols, Indy concludes there must be something near the pyramid. And wouldn't you know it, we discover a hidden Guardian ruin. In order to open the passage, we must speak the phrase in the correct order. Heed the Lord's oath, protect the secret of the name? Oh my god, crushed it. Now underground, we find ourselves in an aptly named room, which I'm not ashamed to admit put me a little on edge. Cave of Darkness, yeah, you got that one right. Oh! Coins. Is there a torch or anything somewhere? Oh, okay, the pressure plates are light. After stepping on all the plates, a statue opens in the middle of the room, which has a conveniently pendant-shaped hole inside it. All of a sudden, the game then decides to turn into Resident Evil. Oh, don't tell me we've got a fight in the dark. Oh, God. Oh, no. Ah! Oh my god, this is terrifying. Can I re-step on these plates to give me some light and bait him over here? Oh my god. Oh, that didn't work. Yeah, how do you like it now? Oh, he doesn't like it. Come on. Go down, go down. Oh, he's down. We take the pendant from around his neck and slot it into the statue. This opens a hidden chamber, revealing the long-lost idol of Ra. Grabbing it from the plinth, Indy breaks it open, finding his suspicions correct, and locates another stone relic. And of course, the room has been booby-trapped, much to Indy's disbelief. Why is he always surprised that the entire room is booby-trapped? Oh, there's the exit. Uh-oh. No! No! Oh.
You think you know the Great Circle, and you don't know its power. The power of this. But I am the one unlocking its truth, piece by piece.
Herr Sturmbannführer, wir haben ein SOS von
I'm just down here. While stuck in the sand, we overhear that there's been a distress call from one of their teams in the Himalayan mountains before Voss leaves us for dead. No, my hat.
We wouldn't want you to catch a sunburn, would we, Dr. Jones?
Oh, thanks, Chief. What do we do here then? Oh no, the classic. Jesus, that scorpion's huge.
Get away.
No! I'm gonna get bitten to death by scorpions. Thankfully, Gina and Noir show up in the nick of time. Noir reveals that Voss had already recovered another stone from beneath Machu Picchu, but it had gone missing and the records were classified. Gina has intercepted a transmission with the coordinates of the team in the Himalayas and believes it's the same team from Machu Picchu, which would include her sister.
How are we gonna get there in time?
My friends, may I propose a speedy ride aboard the Scarlet Arrow?
We make the lengthy journey by boat before arriving in the treacherous mountains of the Himalayas. Together with Gina, we trek through the snow and stumble upon something that definitely shouldn't be here.
You seeing this too?
Oh, how'd that get up there? On board the ship, we find the remains of the crew who appear to have been here for a long time.
Laura?
the earth by speaking the word. Fold the earth, you mean?
The fascists have now caught up to us, so we make our way up to the deck and head towards the captain's quarters. Sorry buddy, enjoy the trip. Oh, she's just getting absolutely obliterated. She's just going around punching everyone, brought fists to a gunfight. Gina, get out of the way!
The captain locked himself in a safe room behind that door, with the stone.
Oh god, I'm doing the goddamn Enigma code. Yeah, Gina, you're really helping. Gina, get out of the way! Oh my goodness, you're infuriating. J... I swear to God, Gina. Okay, what does that mean, though? Gina, Ah! Despite Gina's best efforts to sabotage us, we manage to crack the code and force our way into the helm. Inside, we find the frozen captain still clinging to the stone. Unable to pry it free on our own, we recruit an unsuspecting fascist to lend a hand, which results in another ridiculous fight. Oh, wonder what that means.
I am surprised, Dr. Jones. The boss told me you were dead. When you have devotion, you can withstand anything. It makes me invincible. Choo-choo! Choo-choo!
Please wait. I have the stone.
Oh, she's gonna give him a hand grenade. Yep. Gina's brilliant plan to rescue Indy with the grenade causes an avalanche, and absolute chaos ensues. Oh, not the Wilhelm. Uh-oh. Let's go, let's go, let's go. This is... with very little haste. Oh, yellow paint, we love you. Yep. See, this is why we need yellow paint. I don't know why people are so pissed off about it. Stranded on the ship's mast and with no way out, the game takes a hard turn into the sci-fi territory as we witness the stone's true power in action.
It's Adamic. We have to say the word in Adamic.
What the hell? This is some Crystal Skull level stuff.
I told you, I am invincible.
Ooh.
Jones! I found the stone.
Straight back into the fire, the stone hasn't done us any favours as it's teleported us into the Battle of Shanghai. As we run through the ruined street and burning buildings, Gina spots a plane and reveals another hidden talent that she knows how to fly. Just a quick reminder, this woman is a journalist. We scramble our way to the plane and the following series of events feels like something straight from a cartoon. How do you propose on getting a good enough run up to start this plane, Gina?
I'm working on it.
Jesus, he is strong. Oh my god.
Spoke too soon.
Oh my god. I did not expect to be doing this in this game. These are trained military pilots being taken out by a journalist and an archaeologist.
I'll get us a new plane.
I'll get us a new plane.
What are you doing, Jones? Are you crazy?
Excuse me, we're gonna hijack a plane. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm dead. She crashed. Okay.
Are you crazy?
Just hold the buckle.
This is insane. Why would you get out and fight me? What are you doing, Gina? Why are you looking so goofy?
Look, I can drop you off at the nearest harbor. Maybe you can catch a boat to Italy.
I'm not going anywhere, Jones. Where are the other stones?
Well, the nearest site on the Great Circle would be Sukhothai. I don't suppose you know how to fly this thing, do you?
Excuse me?
Indy manages to navigate the 2,500 kilometers from China to Thailand without refueling before the pair hop on a bus to a hotel in the middle of the jungle. Whilst Gina secures some rooms, famished from the flight, we chow down on some local delicacies. Indy gets on the phone to Marcus back at the college looking for records on a lost artifact that might be linked to the stones. Before we get our answer, we run out of our allotted phone time and the guy behind us gets a little impatient.
Do you mind?
Where are stones? Last chance to leave. Life is precious, even yours.
Is that a threat?
A kindness.
Up in our rooms, we speak to Gina at the adjoining balcony, and before long, the sparks begin to fly a little more than expected. The hotel is attacked by fascists, but luckily for us, a group of rebels were in the lobby, so we work together to repel their forces. Whoa, 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 whoa.
I'll look for a key.
Oh, God, God. Oh my God, there's a pile of keys. Key, probably this one?
This isn't it.
Oh my God. How do I know? Is there a clue? Is it just random? Gina unlocks the door as they start to burn down the building, and we escape with the rebels to the river, where they ferry us to their village.
I am Pailin Chalat Pu Kalum. Who are you?
I'm an archaeologist.
Another one.
I'm not like Voss, but I know what he wants, and I know how to stop him from getting it.
Naturally, Voss has beaten us there and is grilling the village elder about a recent ambush on one of his cargo ships, which was carrying bribes meant for the local general. After he leaves, Pailin invites us into the home of her uncle Sunan, the village elder. He tells us the legend of the Blessed Pearl and of the hidden temple guarded by a giant.
To become a man, I went in search of the Blessed Pearl. I journeyed the marshland until I found a yak in the water. It struck me over the head. I woke up in a secret temple. The yak spoke to me in the old voice, an ancient language. I begged the yak to see the Blessed Pearl. My guess is, the Blessed Pearl looks something like this.
They offer to help us find the pearl and tell us the location of the underwater tunnel that will lead to it. However, we'll need a breathing device to reach it. In the morning, we set off with Gina to the local shop to buy the gear.
I got you.
Can't swim, okay? Who taught you to steer?
Who taught you how to swim? Shut the hell up. 7-9. Brother, where am I going to get that money from?
You will need more money, mister.
Yeah, how?
To bribe that General, Voss must have a reserve of gold in his camp.
Oh, well, that's convenient. As we're about to head to the camp, Gina mentions that Sunan's nephew Aran has gone missing. Searching his treehouse, we discover a hidden map pointing to a nearby temple. We follow the trail, and after completing a surprisingly intricate yet simple water puzzle, finally, oh my goodness, we find Aran trapped behind some rubble. Luckily, he's okay, and he's also found a key to the hidden chamber. Inside, we discover a giant shrine dedicated to Shiva. Aran decides to stay behind to study it, while we return to Sunan for our trophy. He then gives us another fieldwork after sharing another local tale. This one about a girl who helped a demon in a cave and was rewarded with a golden fishing hook. We put that one on hold for now and head to Voss's camp to secure funding for our next expedition. Whilst making our way through the camp, we finally earn our last combat-related trophy by dodging a power punch. We also managed to find a Royal Army uniform, which would be invaluable with helping sneak around the compound, if I had any brain cells whatsoever. How many are there still? What the hell? Oi, run, 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 run. No. Get out of here. Code instructions. Oh, you've got it. After defeating more Italians in a single lifetime than Bowser, we open the safe and take the gold. Oh, we got plenty of money now. Before returning to purchase the breathing device. The army uniform also allowed us access to the final fighting pit, which upon completion would earn us the Tour de Force trophy. Piece of cake. Bang, 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 bang. Block, bang, 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 bang. Get out of here. You ready? Oh, nice miss, idiot. Get blocked. See you later. Oh, this scrawny guy. Oh my god. He's got absolute rockets. He's got weights in his glove for sure. Oh, what's going on? What's going on? He's rocked me so hard. Let's go. Let's go. Tour de France. With the heavyweight belt secured and our rebreather in hand, we locate the giant in the lake and make our way through the underwater tunnel. Emerging at the surface, we solve a very annoying cog puzzle that completely broke my brain and open the door to the hidden temple. Oh wow. Now, the game had been poking fun at Indy's fear of snakes throughout various cutscenes. However, what we're about to witness would terrify anyone.
That was a big
snake.
Excuse me? And unfortunately for us, the only entrance into the temple is located somewhere underwater. Oh my god. Oh, I'm not looking forward to this. Yep. Brilliant. Navigating past the giant snake, we end up in an ancient tower that we need to scale with the use of some tridents and some giant mushrooms. After making our way to the top, we pull Gina up to our level and turn the handles in sync to open the way ahead. Game room. Win the game. Oh, I lost the game. God damn it. Screw you. By using these stone butt plugs to get the 4 pegs facing the same direction, we uncover a hidden map showing the location of the next stone. As we're about to leave, a familiar face shows up once more.
I warned you.
You know what? You did. And darn it, you win. I'm gonna give you what you want. It's just right here.
Bye-bye.
See you later. Yet again, Gina's brilliant plan causes absolute chaos, resulting in us joining Locust down in the water. Oh, Mr. Snake. He's fighting that giant snake. What a unit. Wow.
I need to know what the stones are for!
You'll need to know nothing.
You do! You're acting like 2 little schoolboys, do you know that?
I must protect the words. I must atone for my ancestors.
Oh, for God's sake! Who cares? You are both stuck in the past. And right now there is a great evil spreading throughout the world. And we can choose to fight against it or each other.
He's gonna wake up and smack around the back of the head, isn't he?
No.
Yep. God's sake.
Great distraction!
I meant what I said. Let's get out of here. This place giving me the heebie-jeebies.
Sensing the game was drawing to a close, I start cleaning up loose ends to avoid any backtracking later. First stop, the Demon Cave from Sunan's story. Inside, we find an ancient prayer wheel left behind by the giants. But upon closer examination, we pass out and begin to hallucinate. We wake up back at the college, reliving the night of the break-in, running around through looping, shifting hallways. Oh, what? Once we regain consciousness, we solve a riddle using clues from our nightmare and are rewarded with the golden fishing hook. We return it to Sunan and earn another trophy for our troubles. Whilst in the area, we return all the radio frequencies to Gina, who shows us an article that she's been writing for another collectible, as well as awarding us a trophy. Before heading out on the boat to retrieve the final lost artifact. We then earn 2 trophies earlier than expected for finishing all the mysteries in Sukhothai, despite having 1 remaining. As well as purchasing every skill upgrade, even though I still had 2 books left to obtain. The only thing that we do need to backtrack for is to complete the mystery Serpent's Chest, the one that apparently isn't needed for the earlier trophy. Now with the rebreather, we can finally access the 3 hidden keys found in the Vatican catacombs, the Shanghai River and the Giza dig site. And as it so happens, there's also a trophy for revisiting a location. We use the keys to unlock a chest in Voss's camp in Sukhothai, which contains one of the 50 ancient relics needed for the trophy Shadows Out of Time. Speaking of relics, I solve the final cogwheel puzzle, completing the collectibles for this area and awarding us another trophy. And finally, we set off to complete our last fieldwork for investigating a series of nearby explosions for Pylon. Turns out the fascists have blasted their way into a tomb, however they didn't get very far. Oh, God damn it, that scared the life out of me. Inside, we run into Annika, one of Indy's former students now working for Voss. Apparently, he hired her the moment he found out who her teacher was.
That man is not my friend. For one thing, he's a Nazi.
I did try to get a job in America, you know. I even asked you for reference, but I never got a reply.
Oh, well, it's a tough field to get into.
Together, we solve the symbol-matching puzzle to open the sarcophagus, revealing the artifact that she's been researching. Indy congratulates her on her efforts before we work together to open the exit. She's gonna betray me? What?
You think I don't know about the stones? Maybe if you'd realized my potential, remembered me even, I might have been working for you. Class dismissed, Professor Jones.
Damn, that's cold. After her betrayal, we work our way back to the puzzle room before hearing that she received a rather large dose of karma. Oh, did she get got? Oh, she got crushed. Can I see her? Oh. Oh, she lost her arm. God damn. We return the artifact to Pylin, earning another trophy and fully completing the region. With the detours now behind us, we follow the map to our next destination, where Gina uncovers an entrance hidden amongst the ruins. We head down into the tunnels and soon find ourselves standing in a very familiar room.
Jones, it's the game.
Oh, I lost the game again. Oh my god. To progress forward, we need to complete a giant version of the game that we played to find the map. Thankfully for the monetization of this video, we don't have to use giant butt plugs and instead recruit our friends from the village to help us. Way to go, team. We did it.
Leeches. Great.
No, the leeches, the leeches. No, I'm gonna be eaten alive. No. After successfully leaping over the leeches, we descend deep into the temple where we find the Blessed Pearl. Whoa.
My god. This must be it.
Indy removes the idol from the plinth in hopes that his previous expeditions had just been pure coincidence and that this time the temple wouldn't collapse.
I'm getting real tired of this.
Oh god, I'm getting killed by the leeches. Oh, I'm gonna run all the way up this. Go, go, go. This is a bit anticlimactic. Why haven't they left yet? The temple's been coming down for like 2 minutes. And just when we think we made it out, Locust shows up demanding the stones. We have no choice but to hand them over, but that's not even the worst part. Oh, just go away, man.
I see you found the stone for me. And is that the stone for Machu Picchu? Did you and your sister have a sweet reunion in the Himalayas?
Go to hell, boss.
No, she didn't make it. What a shame. I was growing quite fond of her.
With Disney now having the rights to Indiana Jones, we get treated to a Star Wars crossover as Voss has clearly employed stormtroopers. That's a bad idea. How have they all missed? It's now time for the Marvel crossover and we're escorted to safety by Captain America, where the rebels come to our aid. They then lead us to the river, where we begin our final crossover with something straight out of Modern Warfare 2. What the hell's a fruit basket gonna do? Oh, the fruit basket has guns, who would have thought? Ezio, we're thrown into the current, catch ourselves on an overhanging branch, just in time to see Gina being dragged away by Voss's men. We scramble down to rescue her, but arrive a fraction too late. Before heading out to save her, Indy hands the stones over to Locust for safekeeping, however he decides to come along to stop Voss. We then set off together towards the final point on the circle, a towering ziggurat in the middle of Iraq, which is just the fancy way of saying big ass pyramid. When we arrive, we see Gina being held in a nearby camp before Locust sabotages us in a game of hide and seek. Get your big ass head out of the way, Locust. To redeem himself, he starts some sort of secret giant whistle, which causes his buddies to rock up and storm the pyramid, allowing us to sneak in the camp and rescue Gina. The Funk Station, oh, let's go. Too bad there's a bunch of swastikas on the on the entrance. Oh, hey Gina.
I'm saving you. Come on, let's go.
I don't need to be saved. Oh, thank God. Can you get these off me?
Exhausted from the journey, I let Gina pull her weight for once as she takes the lead as we head for the pyramid. Damn. Gina just got rocked. Get him, Gina. Yes, Gina. Go, girl. Get him. Get him. Sorry, tried to kneecap him to help you out. Taking the elevator to the bottom, we open the door and are met with the most Indiana Jones thing imaginable. Madre mia. A wooden Nazi boat. Is that Noah's Ark?
Is that what I think it is?
It is.
It's Noah's Ark.
Oh my god, Noah was a Nazi. Seeing that the entrance to the Ark is through Voss's tent, we expertly sneak past the guards. This is not suspicious at all. How did that guy not see me in the bottom left? Did you just give up looking, idiot? Once inside, we find Locus unconscious before Voss holds us at gunpoint.
I must admit, Dr. Jones, I was not expecting the Giants to attack. What I'd like to do is put the guns down.
Go ahead. I'll knock your teeth out.
Fair warning. I have mastered the lethal Japanese hand-to-hand combat art of karate.
He then goes on to summarize the entire story better than I ever could.
The voice of God was sent down to instruct a mortal man, let's call him Noah, to build a giant vessel. The angel gave Noah 17 stones, all imbued with the power to fold the earth. Noah used the stones to gather animals from around the world, and then, after the flood was over, to repopulate the earth. And the stones were left hidden at each of the great circle sites under the protection of this ghastly race of giants. Some legends blamed the flood on them, so they needed redemption. But over time, the stones were lost, stolen, forgotten, so the giants formed an alliance with the Vatican to seek out and find the stones again.
He then plays us the final radio transmission from Laura after teleporting the boat to the mountains. She refused to use the power of the stones again, explaining that she would rather die than let Voss have it. Gina sneaks in and overhears the end, before attempting to shoot him with an unloaded gun, resulting in our capture, Locus included. We're taken aboard the Ark as they transport it to the nearby lake, where Voss would explain his grand plan.
Now, as your dear sister found out the hard way, using just a single stone is extremely unpredictable, completely useless for warfare. No. We need all the stones. Inserting the stones into the wheel of the Ark and speaking the words in their correct order will grant me the power to travel to any location I want in an instant. Imagine this gift in the hands of the mighty German Wehrmacht. A panzer division appearing out of nowhere in the middle of Times Square, Washington, D.C., or in front of your university.
He begins placing the stones into the wheel, causing Locus to freak out as Gina uses her hairpin in an attempt to free us.
Boss! You have to stop!
Quiet!
You don't know what you're doing!
Of course I do.
Noah was chosen by God! Don't say the last...
Oh, yes! Right!
Why are you laughing?
What did you think would happen?
Oh, damn. It caused the flood. The heavens begin to open, bringing with it a storm to flood the Earth once more. Voss blames Indy for his defeat, and we get to participate in the goofiest fight scene that I've ever been a part of.
You're not going anywhere!
Oh, he's gonna karate me. Not the slaps.
This will be yet another failure!
Oh, my whip. What? Where's that reach?
You're a Nazi! Of course I'm gonna stop you!
Back shots, back shots. Oh, what a leap. Bravo.
I warned you, Indiana. I know karate!
What is this? He's still trying to chop me. You gotta commend the effort. Gina, a little hand, please? Thank you. After the worst placed trophy pop of all time, Locus mans the helm to Voss's disgust, who proceeds to get a beam of energy shot through him by the Ark. Locus tells us to jump from the ship, as a portal begins to open in the water before he sails the Ark towards the pearly gates. We safely wash ashore before the pair head to the airport and finally share a kiss as they say their goodbyes. Now, although the story may have ended, there is one thing left for us to complete. Heading back to Voss's camp, we take out the remainder of his men and secure the final ancient relic from inside his tent. Finally. With all 50 acquired, we can now tackle the secret vault, in which we place the relics into the holes and turn them so that eventually all the pegs are sticking out. After about 20 minutes of trial and error, we complete the puzzle to unlock our final journal entry and roll straight into the best cutscene you could ever ask for a platinum trophy. And that should be it. Alright. Oh, let's go. Oh, what an epic screenshot for the platinum. Opening a vault. Behind the wall, we see there's a hidden 18th site on the circle, before seeing a clip of the Ark somewhere in the snow, with presumably Locust's footprints leading away from it. I know this was a far longer video than usual, so if you made it all the way through, that is absolutely insane. Thank you so much. If you haven't already, please consider hitting the subscribe button and leaving a like on the video. And if you want to watch another one, click on this one that YouTube thinks you'll enjoy, and I'll catch you in the next one.